Hi, Alan Combies here. Welcome to another edition of Morning Coffee with Alan. These are just little videos that I like to share with you, kind of just what's on my mind, little things, insights that I have, either with myself or through working with my clients. And today I was, actually, I think it was yesterday, I'd like to send out, I have a small list of email subscribers. They subscribe to my newsletter, which, by the way, you can as well. Just go to my website at alancombies.com. Literally, those aren't something I plan out. I just kind of share with them, with my subscribers, what's on my mind and, what's going through my head at the time. Always I'm trying to be of service and trying to give some value there. And so there are times when I have writer's block and I really don't know what the heck I'm going to write about or what I want to share. But I find that one of the most beneficial things I can do in that moment, and I share this with you because I think it helps with creativity. One of the ways I usually get started is I just start typing, like almost anything. And I think that's important when it comes to not just writing, but really anything. A lot of times we feel like we think we need to be just in the right mood, or just have the right amount of sleep, or have the right amount of inspiration, or be in the right mood, or be inspired. And really what I have found is that inspiration is kind of a mixed bag. It's sort of like you have an idea that you want to do something, and then you have to actually kind of do it, whether you feel like it or not. But it's in that action, it's in that place of moving in that direction where the inspiration begins to form and the creativity begins to flow. And it becomes, whatever it is you're creating starts coming into form. Now, it doesn't always work out, of course, but sometimes it does, and that's a cool thing. So this last time I was writing, this past week, I was writing, and I found myself kind of with the little negative self-talk, and I was thinking, oh man, what am I gonna write about? I don't know what to write about. I wanted to again give some value and be of service, and I was having a bit of a block, and I started thinking, gosh, I had just been listening to another coach of mine, a sort of a video that he had posted, and like a lot of coaches, he was throwing out quotes, quotes from other people, from books and authors and visionaries, and I thought, gosh, just if I had a quote that I could just pull from my memory banks, and use as inspiration to write, and I started noticing that I was beginning to beat myself up. Why can't I do that? I should have done that. Oh my gosh, all these years of all this reading that I've done, why haven't I collected all of these quotes and blah, 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 And I was really kind of, again, just beating myself up. And I caught myself, as I so often do. Sometimes I don't, but more and more these days I do. And this is really what I teach my clients. When you begin to feel, whenever you notice that you're feeling down, whenever you notice that you're feeling depressed or sad or anxious or lonely, or insert negative feeling here, whenever you feel that, it's a signal to let you know that you're thinking insecure, negative thoughts. And it may seem like those feelings are coming from something in front of you, something real, something based in reality, but it's not. It's just coming from what you're thinking about. It's coming from how you're thinking about your current circumstances. And so I was telling myself this story about how I should have, a list of quotes that I can just pull from. And so I caught myself, and I realized what I was doing. And in that process, I was able to pause. And one of the things I love doing in a moment like that is to just do a quick round of tapping. Tapping, of course, is one of my favorite ways to sort of interrupt that negative chatter and calm the body and calm the nervous system. And so I just did a quick round. I just said, let it go, whatever this is, let it go. And the interesting thing is that I wasn't really comparing myself to any one person. I mean, I was kind of comparing myself to my coach. And in fact, I was looking at a trait that he has that I admire. But instead of admiring that trait, what I was doing was I was turning it around, inverting it, and using it as a reason to sort of beat myself up. I was creating a resistance to the very thing that I was admiring in the first place. Does that make sense? So here it is. I thought, oh man, how cool is it that he always has a quote and always has something to throw out there? And instead of continuing to admire that and maybe aspiring to become that, in other words, using it as fuel to move in that direction, instead I turned it around and said, oh, see, I'm no good. I'm, what's the use? That kind of thing. And so I hope you can see the difference there. Now, what I was able to do, well, pick something in your life. What is it that you see? What is it that you're jealous of, right? And we look at this, if you've ever, if you've done anything in the realm of trying to improve your finances or your beliefs around money, then you've probably heard the idea that, if you curse people that have money, you're essentially pushing away from yourself. And it's the same concept, If you see something in someone that you are jealous of, or it creates a feeling of, a feeling of, oh, who are they to have that? Or why don't I have that? Or, God, I'm such a shit for not being able to do that. Whatever it is, you're creating resistance around the very thing that you are wanting or that you are admiring in the first place. And so what if you were able to just turn that around and look at that quality or that thing or that whatever it is that you're admiring in the first place, or whatever it is that you were jealous of? What if you were to turn that around and really look at it from a place of admiration, from a place of respect and gratitude and appreciation? Because as you truly turn your focus back to that, then you're creating a state for yourself that is more resourceful, more resilient, more in touch with who you really are. And it's from that space that you'll take much better action. Maybe you'll move in the direction of becoming more like the thing that you're admiring. Or maybe not. Maybe you'll do something else brilliant. But the point is, you'll be acting from a place of authenticity and a place of realness, right? Anytime you're in a place of gratitude, love, joy, you're going to move from that space, and you're going to be 10 times, 1,000 times more effective than if you're moving and trying to take action from a place of jealousy, anger, spitefulness, etc. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And so, as I was writing that newsletter, that's basically what I wrote about. As I just began getting back to the creativity thing, as I just started typing what I was feeling in that moment, the message began to appear. Interesting, isn't it? I hope that helps. Anyway, this is Alan Combies, Morning Coffee with Alan. You can always go to my website at alancombies.com and sign up for that newsletter. I try to send out weekly, very short emails, very short newsletters with just little bits of information that I hope you'll find of value. All right, that's it for this one. Take care, Alan Combies. We'll see you in the next one.